As the U.S. and China negotiations seem to be going nowhere, American consumers caught in the crosshairs. One U.S. company is using artificial intelligence to compete with low-cost Chinese manufacturing. Palaniswamy Rajan is CEO of SoftWear, WEAR, Automation. We're talking clothes. This is a company that develops robotic sewing machines, and he joins us now. Raj, good to see you. Thanks for waking up with us.
Thanks for having us, Lauren. Good morning.
Tell me what your company does.
So our company creates robots, which we call SewBots, that automate the manufacturing of apparel and sewn products. So we can make T-shirts with our technology in the U.S. for the same price of making in China.
How big of a deal is it to bring the supply chain, and most of the supply chains, at least when you're talking textiles, are overseas in Asia? How hard would it be to bring it back to the U.S.?
It's actually, pretty significant effort in bringing it back, but in the past was not feasible because the labor cost was so high. You couldn't compete on the sewing automation. The sewing automation was the last piece that was left, and with our technology, we solved that. And essentially now it's essentially a capital investment to start migrating the supply chain back to the U.S. I mean, we have a lot of fundamental reasons for that, right?
Speed and cost.
We have a saying. Absolutely. So we produce, we are the third largest, producer of cotton in the U.S. But we import 98% of our T-shirts. And by the way, we buy 3.5 billion T-shirts a year in this country, and 98% of it is imported.
Wow.
So there's a lot of economic reasons to come back and automate it. It's not like bringing in seamstresses and other jobs back, but we're bringing in robotic operators and other high-tech jobs to create what we call a local supply chain, and that really serves the consumer better, and it's a lot of multiple benefits for doing that.
So how fast can you make a T-shirt, for instance, and how much would it cost at production?
We can have a T-shirt from our system coming out one every 25 seconds.
Whoa.
And so our robots, our T-shirt work line, we get T-shirts coming out every 25 seconds, and it costs the same cost of importing from China for a blank T-shirt. I mean, retail cost is still the same, but the supply chain on the blank shirts and other shirts that are added in, it's usually about $4 to $5 in the U.S., and we can produce it for less than that.
Raj, do the machines have the dexterity of a human being?
Not to a full extent of a human being, but enough to achieve. We can make T-shirts. We can make, home goods like, pillows, pillow covers, towels, other simpler pieces. In the future, we will have jeans and other products, but right now our focus is, to make 3.5 billion, T-shirts that are consumed here. We want to bring, with our automation, we want to bring back manufacturing of 1 billion T-shirts back into the U.S. in the next 5 to 7 years.
Yeah, a decade ago, I didn't think anybody would be talking about bringing supply chains back to the U.S. Raj, we have to leave it there, but thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Lauren.